Great day to each and everyone. I am Trisha Enriquez. I am summarizing The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. The Hate You Give, Angie Thomas' first book is an intense and stirring tale that delves into issues of racism, police brutality, and the fight for equality and justice, coming to the conclusion that it is essential to discover one's voice and then use it in favor of that fight. The plot of the book, which is set in the primarily black area of Garden Heights, centers on a 16-year-old Star Carter who sees her childhood friend Khalil Harris being fatally shot by a white police officer. Star must deal with questions of race, privilege, and identity as she deals with the dread and rage that come with living in a neighborhood where injustice and violence are rampant. Antagonism between Garden Heights' black population and the white-dominated power structure that wants to govern it is the novel's main source of conflict. The novel's opening event, the shooting of Khalil Harris, serves as a catalyst for this struggle and serves to emphasize and institutionalize racism and the prejudice that underpin the actions of law enforcement and the court system. Early in the book, the incident occurs, and Star is left to deal with the trauma of seeing shooting and the accompanying terror and rage. Star and her family are up against opposition from the police. They are compelled to face and comprehend the sad truth of a society that hasn't yet accepted the fact that it values black lives less than it does white lives. Thomas highlights the connection between Star's personal conflict and the conflict occurring in the surrounding people and the community during the novel's growing action. These incidents includes Star's choice to conceal her involvement in Khalil's shooting from her white classmates and boyfriend at school, the subsequent media coverage and demonstrations, and Star's father, a former gang member, speaking out against the injustice of Khalil's shooting. Chris, Star's white boyfriend, is unable to comprehend what she understands about the grand jury's decision not to indict the police officer who shot Khalil when she confronts him about his lack of empathy and understanding for the lives of people of color. At the book's conclusion, Star is compelled to face both her personal anxieties and the systematic racism of the larger community. She is interrogated by the prosecutor during her grand jury testimony about what she saw the night Khalil was shot and is made to defend Khalil's persona and deeds. Star and her family find it difficult to accept that the police officer who shot Khalil won't be held accountable for his crimes as the story nears its conclusion. The fact that Star's father has been detained for his role in the unrest that followed the grand jury's ruling during the foiling action adds to the family's anguish. In the wake of this tragedy, the family is left to pick up the pieces and figure out how to proceed. In the novel's epilogue, Star and her family depart Garden Heights to begin a new life, as though fleeing is their only option. However, Star has evolved. She will use her unique, courageous, and forceful voice to speak out against injustice. Even though Khalil's justice may have been rejected, the book finishes on a positive note. Star is aware that she must put in effort and that her voice counts. That would be the end of the story, The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Thank you for listening.